Welcome to another Ride Along with Goggles. And yeah, it is Tuesday morning's video, and boy, my old voice isn't much better. Oh, God dang it. Talked myself to death on the weekend, but boy, was it fun. That was the car show thing. Anyway, here we are in Ketchum, Idaho, and we're going on over to Burns, which is Oregon. And it's a nice drive. We're going to have some highway on it. We're going to have a bit of 4-lane or 6-lane, whatever it is. But we got the Rollin 389 here in his Mack trailer. And I'm all kind of cockeyed here because this one, when you lift the drop axle, it's the front one lifts and you got the rear one down. And I guess the reason it's like that is when you're running around empty, the trailer is really stable. If you got the front axle up and the rear down, it trails real nice. So, but it makes it a bugger to back up, as you can see by, it's like backing up a long frac tank, because you know the wheel's right at the back. If you've done the frac tanks, you know that they're a little different to back up. And the reason is you're not dividing the center point between the two axles as your turning point. It's just the rear axle only. So it's like when you have a triaxle, the center axle is the pivot of your turning point kind of thing. So the more axles you got, the further that comes ahead. And or if you can lift the rear axle, leave the front axle down, then your turning moment of the trailers come forward, makes it easier to maneuver. Anyway, let's not get into the weeds. Yeah, Rollin 389, and it's not super far. I must look at the map. It's urgent though, so I guess I should get going. Catch him on down here. Nice little drive right here. You know, this road is seldom taken. Very nice. And then over here in this 20, that's one we don't get on very often. But here, this is the old 6-lane. Oh, darn it. And a lot of that concrete and stuff. But we're going to see how it looks like because we got a brand new video card in here, and it could look pretty good. Then we go on down here, and this old familiar road here with all the whoop-de-doos and yee-haw. And on out to, we're going to the gas station here, which is, you know, we've been here a ton of times for service, slept here, done all kinds of things at this location over the years. And today we're going to do a food delivery there. So that is kind of cool. It's only 311 miles. So let's spark it up. We'll get going here and we'll talk a little bit about what's new with the PC today.
Our mission is to secure the safety of the American people, including you. Buckle up.
All right. We're buckled up, Buttercup. Let's let her rip. Oh, geez, I might see too far back. Hang on a second. I'm just going to move it ahead a little. Just a little bit. That's a little better. Get too old. And legs are ain't there. Oh, man. Oh, that's good. Real good. Real good. Now, lights, cameras, action. See if we can get out of here without hitting anything. That axle dropped automatically when the gets loaded. Although I don't have automatic drop axle on, it just seems to be the way it is. You go in there with your axle up and you have that auto turned off, it'll still drop the axle. So what's up with that? So, I spent the day, Monday, putting in all my goodies in a new case. Wow, why can't I turn around there? Oh, come on.
Turn right.
What's wrong with Toby? Do it. Wait. Oh, what the heck? Got my head craned right around. Well, that was weird. Do a Toby reset here. Let's try it again. Wow. I was really getting stubborn. Come on. Oh, you know what? It's my boom mic. It's in the way. That's what it is. Let's try that. There we go. Okay, just readjusted the mic. Now, we're all set. Well, Morgan's probably tapping his foot there. Okay, dude, get going. God dang it. So I got a little while ago, or a week or so ago, I bought a new video card. I just haven't got around to it. With all that car show stuff, I had no time to do anything about it. And it's an RX 7900 XT. which is pretty freaking cool. And I've got the graphics just cranked, everything's to the firewall. And I was running everything maxed before with my 6800 overclocked. But one thing, that was mirror distance, which I had at high instead of maximum, or ultra rather. But now I've got the mirror distance at ultra too. So scaling's 400%. Everything's just right to the firewall. And I'm liking it so far. Man, the thing rocks. If I turn on, I gotta go get to the right place here, and I can turn on the FPS counters, or can I? Oh, they're not going on now all of a sudden. It's pretty smooth. Like this is, and the reason that's
Continue straight.
should have mentioned it right off the top, that the reason we're driving the Rollin 389, oh boy, 389 again so soon, is the give it a test. See how push this thing to the limit a bit here. See what it can do. So we got a tough truck. It's generally hard on frames. We got everything to the firewall, and we'll see how we do.
Continue straight.
Big stutter right there. But anyway, let's jump out on the cab and have a little look at the countryside here. Remember the first time I stumbled on this little road coming up to Ketchum in the game. If you haven't taken it, find your way up through Ketchum on up to Salmon. It's worth it. Well, horses gamboling, which means having fun.
Continue straight.
Let's see. Okay, so what else is new? The case. Okay, so this graphics card is a big mother. It is really long. And it's so long, in fact, that it comes with a attachment that you bolt to it that helps stiffen it up and support some of the weight in the case. Take some of the load off the socket, I guess, because a lot of that, bending motion is going on in the socket you plug it into, the PCI Express socket. So that's cool. It's got a little way to eliminate that, but it adds even more to the length of the thing because it's got a kind of a bracket thingy sticking out the right side.
In 400 meters, turn right.
And oh shoot, these guys would be turning, or at least the one.
Turn right.
Well, maybe we'll make an effort to pass them. Well, this would be the perfect place. Let's see what's coming. We've only got, we got a fair load on, actually. I got a fairly stout engine. Oh, here we go. We're getting in trouble already. Just got started. All right. What happened to the old buddy there? Yeah, he's right behind us, so we didn't even come close to him. He didn't, oh, I can't. I got the... Gotta get around my mic. Oh, he's... Whoa! Oh, Dad. Come on, dude. Don't do that. I should have done this. Looked at my mirror. Would have been the sensible thing to do. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out this mic stand if I can get it. It seems to be affecting the left-hand mobility of my Toby. I can't go this way really good. So I'll have to look into that placement. Anyway, back to the case. Stay on the case. Yeah, so funny story. Okay, so I was looking for one that was big enough, like a big case. I had one here at home. I was going to use it, but I couldn't put my AIO or liquid cooler in the top of it, which was a bummer. So that meant I had to go in the front, and that meant it was too short. There wasn't enough space inside for that great big video card and bracket. So I ran down. Well, first thing I didn't just run off. I did go to Memory Express online and had a look, and that's a local hardware store. Boy, look at the views here. This is cool. And computer supply store. And I looked at cases for their size, what they can hold. And I saw this new Lee & Lee case, or not new to me. I haven't even looked at it before. But it was, I'm on a budget too. So, 200 millimeter fans in the front. And it's one of these airflow cases they call it. I guess it's a new deal where they're designing these cases for maximum airflow, which they've been saying they were doing forever, but now it's a thing. It's a cool case. Like, it's really, really impressive for the money. It was not very expensive and really good. And the thing that's funny about it being Lee & Lee is way back when I got into building computers, which is, boy, I think Christ was a cowboy at the time. Or was he riding dinosaurs? I don't know, one of the two. It's a while ago. Anyway, what happened was my first computer that I ever built was in a great big tall Honking aluminum Lee & Lee case. And the reason I chose that case was, well, it was awesome looking. It was all, brushed aluminum. Everything was in it was aluminum. Like, there was no stamped steel or anything. It was all like really nicely made pieces. And it could hold a ton of drives. Because the idea was you could make it your, personal server as well. And
in 400 meters, turn right.
Store all your data and all kinds of stuff. Bear in mind, this is a long time ago. So I was a thought people had. And plus I wanted to try liquid cooling, which was just out. And so anyway, I got this big honking, nice, beautiful case, and then I got tired of the size of it. It was freaking enormous. But I kept it because it's just such a nice piece. I never threw it out. And that case, turns out, is what I made my dash panel out of all these years later. So all of this, like, these are corners I made my... Uh-oh. Pay attention, Dan. But anyway, this whole panel here, all the bracketry behind and the things that hold it, all the little bits I bandsawed apart. My cage that I got everything behind here in, and one of the Arduino boards is one of the drive bays, and yeah, I chopped her up. But, and I've used parts of the aluminum case in my Cadillac, and I had to make a nice little filler panel where I took out the sliders for ventilation and heat, everything. When I put in my vintage air, I used a piece of this case. So it's served a lot of purposes over the years, but mostly here is a big chunk of it here. So that's kind of funny. Lee & Lee, my first case and my last case. And I never bought one in between, which is kind of strange, seeing as I like that first one so much. So, there's the PC upgraded again with decent case. It seems to really cool well. And yeah, got it all going on. Got the big old honking graphic card in there. And I'm liking this graphics card a lot. And this truck right now is running in here as good as I could get pretty much any truck to run before. And to run this truck, I was having to overclock the previous graphics card, my 6800 XT, quite a bit. Like, I was running it pretty hard. And you know, it didn't quite feel right. Like I'm getting that what I want out of it, but I'm getting it hot. And it is a good graphics card, but it also gave me a taste for what I could have. And so, oh darn, is this lane gonna exit?
Keep left.
Well, I think we're all right. So anyway, upshot is I was kind of concerned about just trashing that card. You know, just make it go, let out the magic smoke sort of thing one day. And I really don't want to do it because I really like it. I think it's a really good card. And now, you know, it'll make a nice backup for this. And I'm thinking I might just put it in my other computer, the one I do the skins on for now. But oh shoot, I really gotta adjust that mic boom. But anyway, yeah, so that's a story. New days, see how it goes. Oh, the other thing I'm doing is I decided to try, instead of the, once again, just can't get happy with the sound of these videos. So I've, this mic I'm using here, this one has a USB end on it, but it also, but it's an adapter, the USB end. So you can unplug that and you got a RCA jack or whatever they're 3.5 jack or whatever it is. And I decided I would plug that into the computer directly and use the computer sound instead of the Razer soundboard. And I think I like the sound better. I know I was listening to tunes and my God, they sounded good. I didn't want to start doing videos. I just listen to music, but that doesn't get anything done. Oh, shoot.
Keep right.
Oh.
And pin, exit right.
Oh, yep. We're in Ontario. It's getting all ready to pass those guys, just daydreaming. Ooh, we're gonna hit that thing. Wow, what the heck is with that? Total understeer. Wow. That was weird. It's like it was wet out. Maybe I was driving like it was a car. I just need to slow down a bit. Yeah, so anyway, I'm pretty happy with the way things are going so far here. The case is pretty awesome. It's a big bloody thing. It's wide. It's got two 200mm fans in the front. And it came with its own RGB controller for, you know, all the lighting stuff. But I took the one out of my previous case was a Corsair case. And I took and I guess it came with the graphics card, or it was in the case, I forget which. It had the RGB controller too. Might have come with the cooler, the Capellix cooler, I forget. Anyway, I put it in here too, and I have the one that came with it, just the front case fans on it, and then I've got everything set up just the way I had it in the other case by moving that other controller over. So I don't know if that's necessary.
In 400 meters, turn right.
I did read that the band speed is not controlled.
Turn right.
By the motherboard on the Lee one. But I also think, I can't remember if I plugged that in on this one. I do know it's awful loud.
Keep left.
It could be the graphics card.
Turn left.
Yeah, it just lifted my earphone off, my headphone off my ear. And, oh man, the brakes just aren't there. What do we got here going on with brakes? Get out of here for a sec. What is going on? Oh, I got the wrong switch. I want to go in here and go options. brakes are really soft. Braking intensity. It's at 100. I'll put it up to like 120 and see how that feels. I think the last time I drove this truck, if I'm not mistaken, I might have had a few more axles on it, on the trailer. Yeah, she's not real handy right now at the braking department. I was just thinking, oh boy, I hope I don't have the long train mod in. Saw that train and nope, don't. Oh, we got to turn right up here, so we'll be stuck in all this traffic. If I was on the ball, I would have just darted up the outside there and, oh, don't tell me the lane ends. Is everybody going to be going over there? No. Oh, maybe it does. No. Just everybody's... We gotta turn and go past that farm over there.
Keep right. And pin, turn right.
See? I was just telling the folks we're gonna do that, Morgan. You needn't worry.
Turn right.
Oh, I gotta remember to get a photo. Oh, and some drive-bys. Oh, that's a good-looking outfit. Ah, darn. We gotta do a photo. Let's see how I'm gonna do that. Gotta get it in the right place on my stream deck. And I'll be back in a sec. Alright, back. Oh yeah, the other thing we were gonna... What do we get for a drive-by with this thing? Going around a corner. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, we better get back in here. Oh, I picked the goofiest places to do that. I don't know if we're gonna have a place we can do that. Oh, maybe before we get to Burns, there may be a bit of straightaway. It's gonna be a little wobbly on the way there, though. Now, usually here, all this traffic we see here is on the roundabout, like it's on the circuit. It's gonna be going around town, round and round and
Keep
round.
right.
So we stay right, they stay left, they're gonna go back around town again, so. Poor, it's like, it's not even Groundhog Day, it's Groundhog 5 minutes. Poor guys. Oh, yeah, the old truck's a little leany too. I'm pretty sure they changed something in the game. Oh, speaking of which, this is Monday. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Tuesday's, I think, usually a day they might release a update. I wonder if the Tuesday, the day you're watching this, is the day 150 comes out. Oh boy. I'm not very good at picking up the clues. I don't know what's going on. Recon was around, he would always have some notions of what's happening. But Recon's left us for a while. Don't know if it's for a while or forever or what's going on there. But he'll be missed. Meanwhile, I'll just keep plunking along, doing my thing. Driver 47 is still building things to put in the map, and Recon has said he'll help him out when 150 comes along with anything he has to do to update ATS Expansion. So, and this load I'm doing here is an ATS Expansion load. So it's to, you know, one of the gas station convenience stores, which are, for me, of all the reefer loads, they're the most interesting, because they're they're not illogical, you know. Oh, I should see if I can get around this guy. Oh, I waited too long. Kind of fell asleep. And should have been right on him. He doesn't seem to have much engine in there, though. I see over top of him. I think I'm all right. Oh, there's somebody coming. Darn it all. And after this one, there's a corner. And he's starting to move now. Geez, getting awful gray out. Oh, the other thing, that eclipse deal was, I don't know where you were. We're not in a good spot for it. We're way out. I'm out in Calgary, Alberta. But we got a little bit, and it was a clear day, real clear. Just little wispy clouds way off in the distance somewhere. And we got to see it, though, like with the little glasses and stuff. And we only had the one pair, so we're all taking turns. But yeah, you could see, you know, the thing happening. It was just enough to discolor the sky a bit. Like you could tell that something was going on. Didn't see all that stuff with birds or anything doing anything weird. Kids were excited. Barb was all over it. And Cat couldn't care less. That was about it. We were all kind of tickled about it. Okay, now this guy's getting annoying. Really? You got this little... You got the perfect trailer for the trip. Look at you. You that little wee thing on there. Get on it, buddy. He's got sell goods on there. He's not hauling nitroglycerin or anything. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back in the swing of things after all that commotion that was the show and cranking out the videos every day, like just making 2-3 videos a day kind of thing and getting them edited just up to the lead up to the show instead of just my usual pace, you know, video a day, work on some skins and all that stuff. Didn't really work on much of anything last week, but oh, here we go, this nasty little scale. What do we got? 45,000, let's call it. Oh, we gotta do some math quick. 82, 81,000 pounds. I don't know. Let's see. 81,715. Okay, I should have stayed with 82. Would have been close. Oh well. Oh, that guy's waiting for it. No, he was. Oh, and then he just said, oh, come on, dude. He did wait a little bit and said, figured I was taking too long. So yeah, I guess we're gonna go up to Burns here. We're gonna hang a right, and we'll go to that fuel stop, that sort of in rest area. That it's a funny one because the rest area is kind of small, but you can fuel up and circle around and kind of almost in the way of everybody else get a rest. And here's that farm once again down there. That's super cool. That little road, or come in it from the other angle, and 2 ways into it. Neat deal.
Continue straight.
Yeah, I gotta get this video rendered and
right.
up, and
And then turn right.
I want to get back to the skinning right away too, but I also like to put in some miles for the VTC. 'Cause I've really been neglecting those guys. shoot, I would have liked to have this on the freeway, do some drive-bys with it. This skin was, that trailer skin was something else. Like, you see how many lines there are in it? There are so many lines, and you get them all curved with the right spacing between them. I usually go all goofy and say, oh, I'm so proud of this or proud of that, but I am happy with the way that came out. Let's put it that way. I hadn't tried anything like that before, and I really wanted to put a skin on this trailer, but then it had that big arch on it, and I was really reluctant to try even, but then I'm glad I did. I got out of my comfort zone. All right, here we are. So here's where you'd pull in, and your sleep area is down here on the right. And let's see what they got us doing here. Oh, boy. Lost a couple of gear teeth there. Oh, we gotta go. Oh, we should have come in from the other end. Well, I think there's room to turn around down there. But yeah, you can get a sleep in over there. We just went over. We drove over the sleep trigger, but kind of puts you in a way. So I think I'll go right down. Let's see if I can get turned around at the end here. I don't know if I can do a dipsy doodle around all these guys here. That might be a little... Nah, I don't think I'm going to try that. This trailer doesn't turn very sharp with that big spread. Oh, speaking of which, shoot, we should be picking an axle up. We will. That's just going to make it turn real long. Like you say, like a great big frac tank. What? Hey. Do what's right. Sometimes. I don't expect it all the time. Oh man, that horn's pretty brutal, but hey, groceries are here. Packaged food. Oh, I thought I loaded nuts on. Oh, I guess that's a different load I looked at. Yeah, see how that front set of axles is kind of going sideways. We gotta wait for that back axle to kind of come into view there. It really slows things down when you're running on that back axle. But I think it was Recon told me that, or somebody, that the when that rear axle is down, it gives you nice stability with an empty trailer. There's no weight on it. If the rear axle was up and you had that front axle down with that with what's behind the trailer or the down axle, it will get a little squirrely. With that rear one down like that, it's just dead steady, and when you're empty, you're stable and not danger to yourself or the general public. There we go. So we did here. These jobs tend to pay pretty good too. We only went 315 miles, 18,000 buckaroonies. We'll take it. Yeah, Rollin 389. So I'm gonna put a link to it in the description, but bear in mind this sucker is expensive. And pretty good truck though. I love it. I like the way it drives. Like, it feels good. I remember when I got it, it was 3 years ago I got this truck. And it was my second mod truck. I had Rudis 389, and then I got this. And it was just the first time I hopped in and drove it, I went, oh, it feels different. And it actually does. And if you're not familiar with it, it's got all this stuff inside. I don't know if I can back up far enough to see. But if we start it, we watch the shifter and things, and the controls and the heater and everything does a little wobbly woo, and the pedals, the clutch pedal goes in, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, thanks for following along, guys, and hope you enjoyed the video. I'm trying the new audio stuff. So once again, there I go, fiddling with knobs again. Can't seem to stop. But if it sounds okay and you're good with it, if you notice any difference, just let me know and I'll leave it alone for now. Anyway, take care, guys, and bye for now.
I had no real good news.